Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I'm getting everything ready for YouTube, so give me a second. You may hear some stuff moving upstairs. Don't mind it. Give me a second. Just want to get YouTube up and rolling, so just give me a second. I just want to get this up and rolling. Give me a second, guys. Okay, we should be good. Come on, YouTube. Oh my goodness, YouTube is being, this is why I do not like social media sometimes. It says it's not available. Okay, we're gonna try again. Finish. What is width? Let's give it to another Wi-Fi. Hold on, guys. Just trying to get everything up so we can go live. Hey guys, come on in. Oh, I think my watch is dead too. What is with today? Okay, let's get everything up and rolling. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, let's hopefully YouTube will be good. This is important for YouTube, so if it doesn't, we're just gonna get started. Hopefully it works. If not, well, it's not. No, what's with YouTube today? Okay, so let me flip this, guys, so that you guys can see the board. There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay, so hopefully you can see the board behind me. I'm using a ring light that's really huge for light, just so that you guys can clearly see class. So hopefully you'll be able to see the board. If not, you can follow along. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about creating your profit calendar. We're going to talk about what that is, why that's important, and if you have not done it, why you need to do it for your business. And we're going to go through steps. You're going to also be able to leave with some homework at the end of today's free business class. So I don't know what is going on with Facebook, YouTube, but it is what it is, and we're gonna get started because we need to have class. Okay, so let me get my notes up. Okay, and we're gonna get started. I'm gonna pull up my profile so we can get class started. Okay. Oh my goodness, don't you just love technology? It's like, it should be working, but it's not working. Okay. Let me share this to my Facebook page. I think it's just the Wi-Fi. I think that's what it is. I think it's just the Wi-Fi acting up. So here's what I want you guys to do in the meantime. Make sure that you have pen and paper. If you do not have pen or paper or pencil, you're gonna need something because we're gonna cover a lot tonight. So again, we're gonna talk about the profit calendar. Okay, so I'm gonna get my markers out. We're gonna get started. Okay. So a lot going on today. Okay, so got my markers. Let's get started. So today's focus, we're talking about, again, creating your profit calendar. So you may be asking, what is a profit calendar? I don't know what is going on with, just let YouTube go. But what is a profit calendar? It's a term that I use for basically your plan for profit every month. And you need a calendar, okay? You need a calendar. So a lot of my clients, I tell them that they need to submit to me a profit calendar. Usually it's going to be for at least 3 months at a time or a quarter. But essentially what it is every month you need to have a plan for profit. You actually plan profit. That's the first thing you need to understand is that money doesn't just come. Now, a lot of people, they run their business that way, and that's why they're always struggling to have a focus. That's why basically whatever they make, they're surprised about because they never plan to make any money. So it's kind of like, well, whatever I make is what I make, right? And if that is where you're at in your business, then you need to stop, you need to pause, and you need to watch and join in class, okay? So we always plan for profit, okay? That's the first thing. So I don't just make money, I plan to make money, okay? Because you have to begin to create what I like to call, and what we all know as predictability. Okay? If you do not know how much on average you will be bringing in per month, it's probably because you never had a plan to bring anything in. So a lot of times I'll ask entrepreneurs, hey, so like how much on average do you think, at least base, that you're going to bring in this month? And usually there's a number, but if not a number, there'll be a range, because you can't just say like a particular number, but at least you're going to have like some kind of estimate. But some people, they do not know how much on average they're going to make because there was not a plan. They cannot predict. And that is a scary place to be, where literally whatever comes in is what comes in. Some people say, well, some months is this, some months is that. And I'm thinking in my head, well, shouldn't you have a plan to make a certain amount? Or are you just kind of just hoping and praying and wishing that you hit a number, that you hit a goal? So we must plan for profit. That's the first thing. We have to plan for profit. And the way that we do it is that we have to first figure out, what do we want to accomplish every month? So right now we're in the month of June, right? And so you should be preparing for July at this point, okay? So we do not plan in the month. We plan at least guys, a month before. Now, in my opinion, you should be 2 to 3 months out, okay? It's not like you should be catching up with your business. A lot of people are catching up. They are actually being ran by their business versus them running their business, okay? So you need to actually sit down. You need to take a step out of your business, and you need to sit down in a class like this, and we need to plan what you're going to do. We're going to plan what you're going to sell. We're going to plan what you're going to promote. Now, the first thing you need to do is you need to know, okay, these are all the list of services or products that I have. So the first thing we're going to do is you need to know what you have to sell, okay, and what you're going to sell. Okay, so for your profit, we need to know your products or services. Because let's say, okay, for a particular month you're focusing, you have a very focused category of things that you want to sell. Or let's say, you're removing some services this month. So maybe, you're not going to be promoting certain ones. But you need to first know, what do I have to promote, okay? So you should know your products and services. It's the first thing you're going to do. The second thing that you're going to do is, you should already know from your operational costs, what is your, as I call, the land of profit, right? So if I know what my expenses are, let's say you should be on payroll. So after you do everything, what is that number that you need to hit bare minimum every month, okay? And I ask the same question to my 6-figure design bootcamp students, because they need to know, okay? So we're not, when you run a real business, you have to work with real numbers. This is not about you hoping to make a certain amount. With all of my businesses, I know on average how much I'm going to bring minimum each month. Plus, with my profit calendar, I know what to expect each month. And if I fail, if I don't reach those goals, at least I know why. A lot of people are not successful in their businesses, and they don't know why, because they never had a plan to make any money. So when you have a plan, you then will know how failure happened. You'll say, okay, bam, we didn't promote enough in this area. We didn't do follow-up in this area. We weren't focused in making sure that we were connecting our audience to our products in this arena. So when you do a plan, you then will have a preparation to go get what you said that you're going to make. So you need to know, number one, okay, what is I like to call the lane of profit. So after we hit our the number that is what we call our break even. So that means that you didn't make any profit, but you didn't bleed any. Okay. So at the end of the day, you made enough to cover all expenses, everything. That's your break even point. Anything after that is profit. So I'm all about profit. Okay. I need to make more than what I need if I'm going to be profitable. Why is that? Well, you need to have enough every month in your business to have investment money, right? We talk about savings. Let's say an opportunity comes along in your business and you need to fly somewhere, and guess what? You don't have any money set aside in your business to even take advantage of opportunities. A lot of entrepreneurs, this is big, they're running their business like this, right? They have not factored in costs for growth. So when opportunities come, they have to pull out their pocket to even grow, okay? And technically, your business should be paying for those expenses, or as I like to call it, investment opportunities. So you should not be bleeding. And if you're bleeding, it's because you've structured your pricing wrong, or you're growing at a point that you are not prepared for. Because there are companies who bleed because they grew too fast. Okay, so you have to know, number one, what is it that we need to break? What is it that we need to bring in profit? Pass a break-even number into profit, because we're going to need what? Investment money. We're going to need opportunity money, as I like to call it, to take advantage of those opportunities. So you then need to move into focus. Okie dokie. So now let's build our profit calendar. We're going to let's say we're going to look at the month of July 2019, because that is next month, okay? So a lot of people run their business like this. July comes around. Oh man, yeah, okay, what am I going to focus on promoting this month? Okay, I'm going to pick this, and I'm going to pick this, and pick that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to focus on this month. A lot of times they don't even have a focus. They're just going to just randomly post items, randomly send out email marketing if they do that, if they're consistent, if you're consistent at that, and then the month comes around, oh my gosh, I didn't make enough money. I didn't make what I wanted to make. You didn't have a plan in the first place. So that's why we're doing the profit calendar. If you don't think you need a profit calendar or a plan to make money, you are already going down a wrong path, okay? So the first thing we need to do is, again, we need to figure out what will be our products and services that we will focus on for the month, okay? When I teach my t-shirt or my boutique company classes, I always tell them what's going to be your feature collection or your items that you're going to focus on. When we look at the year, what I tell my clients to do is I want all 12 months. I like to have all 12 months from them. But with you guys, we're just going to do 1 month, okay? Just 1 month. But you really should be planning 3 months ahead. As I taught my t-shirt boot camp, I like for them to be a quarter ahead, because at least you have 3 months where you are planning, that have been planned out, and you're not trying to catch up with your business. So the goal is to have a profit calendar that is 3 months ahead. Okay? That means that you are a quarter ahead when it comes to your business. You already know 3 months in advance. So if I asked you what you're selling in September, what your focus is, what your marketing goals will be, who you're going to look to target, how you're going to bring in those clientele, you should already be able to tell me what you're going to do in September. If not, I promise you, your business is dragging you. And you have to take a step out of your business if you're going to be successful, because you cannot allow your business to drag you, period. Okay? You need to be ahead. That's it. That's point blank. You need to be ahead. So we're going to act as if you're not ahead and you need to plan for July. Okay? That's what we're going to do. So we're going to look at July. July, on average, we're going to pull up our calendar, because you need your calendar. Okay? You're going to need your calendar. And for the month of July, let's see here. July the 1st. Wow. This is perfect. It starts on a Monday. We have 4 full weeks of July. And then we have 3 weekdays, the 29th through the 31st. So technically what we're going to do is we're going to plan for 4 full weeks. Okay? So we're going to start from July the 1st. And the way that we're going to plan our profit calendar is that we're going to do it in weeks. So we have a week 1, a week 2, a week 3, and a week 4. Now you may say, well, Genesis, this sounds like when you taught us how to do our content calendar. Your social media posts, your email marketing. Well, guess what? You can't do a content calendar until you've done a profit calendar. Why? Because the point of content is not to just post content. The point of content is to convert into sales or close deals. So we're not, a lot of people, guys, on social media they call themselves business owners, but all they do is post. That's all they do. They never convert. They never talk about their business. They post quotes all day. They post their thoughts about what Trump is doing and all this other stuff. And you rarely hear about what they're selling, what they have for sale, the services. And if they do it, it's random. Oh my God, I forgot to post about my business. Let me post something right now. Okay, so we're not doing that, okay? Because we need to actually run our business, not letting our business run us. So this is why the first thing we're going to do is, before we do any social media content, any we need to first know, what are we converting to? You have to have a path that you want to take people to in your business, right? So for the month of July, what are the products and services, bam, that I want to focus on this month? They need to be cohesive. They need to make sense, okay? You need to build what we call a topic. Now, if you're in fashion, then you would do a collection that you're going to focus on, or, maybe different types of clothing items. So right now we're about to hit summer. It's about to be the first day of summer. Okay, so maybe you're entering into a summer collection for the month of July. Maybe you're going to do a July 4th, collection. You're going to do kind of the beginning of the summer items, right? If I'm doing grass cutting, it's summertime, right? So maybe for the month of June, we're going to do a certain percentage off for the first, maybe it's like the first month of summer deals, right? So we want to get the grass cut. We want to do landscaping, right? So we're going to pick what's going to be our focus. So let's say I own a landscaping company. Maybe for the month of July, I want to focus on, a flower and tree planting, okay? Maybe I want to focus on, maybe the backyard and doing setup for, pools and outdoor events. If I own a cake business, maybe for the month of July, I want to focus on, graduations, which technically you should already have been focused on for last month. But maybe want to focus on, promoting baby shower cakes. But whatever it is, you want to provide a focus. Maybe, the month of July in your cake business it's chocolate month. So all that month, you're doing chocolate specials, you're doing different things that you're doing with chocolate. Whatever it is, you got to have a focus. Okay, now this does not mean that you will not be able to sell your other services and products, but at the end of the day, you got to provide a focus. Every single time you look at businesses, they have a focus in their promotion and marketing plans. And when you're building a profit calendar, you need a focus. And I don't care what you try to fight me with. I don't care what you want to tell me you don't need it. You need it. Okay, you need it. So we're going to pick a topic for the month of July that we're going to focus on. A topic, a theme, a collection, campaign. You're going to pick something to focus on, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to divide up the weeks, okay? And in each week, we're going to give pushes for things that we're going to promote each week, okay? So let's do it like this. Somebody give me their business. Somebody tell me what their business is and tell me what a focus is that you're providing. What will be your focus for July? Or you could give me what your focus is for June. Okay, but somebody you have to tell me what your business is and what your focus is. Okay, and we're just going to pick somebody from the tribe. Give me a second. Okay. And please give me a good one. Please give me a good one. Okay. And again, what I need from you is I'm going to need the type of business you have and then what your focus will be for July. You can make it up. But it needs to be a focus. I need to have a focus. If we're going to plan your profit calendar, you have to give me a focus or a theme or a topic. Okay, one of the two. And let me share this too. Okay, so Tony Brown. Okay, Tony. So give me a second. Course creation company, a membership site to help create courses. Okay, simple enough. Simple enough. Okay, so online course creation. And your focus is going to be the membership site, correct? Okay, that's the focus. Okay. Hey, Emma. Okay, one from a viral sales. Okay, perfect. Okay, so Tony's, we're going to pick Tony's. But I see Amber, I see you. Okay, cool. So your focus, your business is an online course creation platform. That's your platform. And your focus is this new launch of your membership site. Okay. And can you give me what the focus is for the members? Like, so, like, give me the bit. Like, like, what's your sales pitch? Why is this a benefit? You know, what is it going to do for people? Tell me that while I share this on my page. I wish YouTube would get itself together. So Tony's going to give me her focus, her pitch for why the membership site is important. Now, this is the next thing that we do. Once we've realized what our focus is, before you start plotting things out, you need to develop the pitch. Okay? Why should people care, okay, about the focus? Okay? Why should people care about what are the features? What are the benefits? You know, if you sell clothes, right, you may do like a July 4th collection. So maybe, you know, you're pitching, you know, maybe like, you know, your functional crossbody dress, you know, maybe, you know, you're pitching the fact that, you know, you have July 4th theme, you know, clothing, whatever it may be. But you have to be able to pitch a product 4 different ways. Because remember, we're going to take a product, take a focus, and pitch it 4 different ways. One for each week, a different way. We're going to flip it different ways. So I got to first know what is her pitch. So while Tony is giving me her pitch and why her membership site for people to learn how to create online courses is important, while she's sitting that, we're gonna give you guys this layout. So I first figure out what are my products and services. They help you go from concept to cart so you can grow your business with ease and launch with confidence. Okay. So, I'm going to break this down. It is because, of course, I teach people how to do online courses. So, I'm going to pitch this even more. Okay? So, that's the one sentence on how they can grow their business with ease and launch with confidence, right? How to launch online courses with confidence. So, we're going to break this down into 4 easy ways. Okay? The first thing is that we got to talk about, number 1, the purpose. Okay? I'm not having the purpose. Hold on. Okay. We're going to first announce the first week that you do any collection or focus, we're going to always spend the first week getting people to put their foot in the water, right? That's always what you're going to do. Okay. That first week is when you're going to bring people into your focus. Now, I believe that the week prior, like the last week of June, we're going to kind of foreshadow what's coming up, right? It's kind of like when people are dropping collections, they give you an idea of what's coming up before the collection drops. So you could spend the month of the last week of June, right, kind of getting them tempted, kind of curious on what's coming. You know, we have a special, get its own membership. So it's the idea of, we have a way for you to learn how to build your online courses, group style. How would you like to learn how, to grow your business through online courses and spend time with me as your coach in an intimate setting, right? So you're kind of, well, guess what? We have something coming up in the month of July that's going to transform how you make your money through online courses, right? Okay, bam. Then July 1st, we come in, right? Now, technically, I'm going to send an email the last week of June, already letting them know, maybe like right on Friday, letting them know what's about to bounce, right? Okay, July 1st, we're opening up, right? So week 1, we're announcing, we're letting them know information. Maybe we do some live streams, right? Letting them know about what? Number 1, you first talk about benefits. Especially if you're doing something like what she's doing, where it's basically it's learning. It's basically she's selling knowledge so that people can sell their knowledge, right? So I want to first talk about the benefits of online course creation. Usually people do not create courses because they want to create courses. People create courses because they want to take their knowledge and monetize it, right? They want to make money doing what they love, which is teaching, right? So I'm going to pitch to them the benefits of basically scaling your business, scaling your brain through monetizing your mind, right? Because at the end of the day, nobody is creating courses just to create courses. No one's going to sit in front of a camera and create content just to create content unless they like staring at themselves in the mirror and hearing their voice, right? So at the end of the day, what do people really want? Before I even create my 4-week focus, I gotta create some content for myself on how am I going to hit a certain number, right? Because remember, we've already established what that profit point will be. So if I want to bring in an additional $7,000 this month, I got to know how am I going to get people to pay me additional $7,000, and I have to know too, how many clients would that equal? So if I know that I'm pitching an online course for, I need a calculator. Hold on guys, give me a second. This is important. This is why, too, some people, especially like if you have a retail store, people really underestimate the power of numbers. You got to know how many units you have to push out that month. Don't come into a month about, I don't know how I'm going to make my money, how I'm going to hit my goals. Listen, how many dresses do you need to sell? How many tops do you need to sell? How much inventory do you need to get out your house to hit a certain goal? This is not about a guessing game. Let's say, you do meal prep. How many meals, how many clients do you need to do meal prep for to hit an additional $10,000 this month? It's not about, I'm not, well, whatever I bring in is what as long as I'm hitting my goals, as long as I'm building my business, as long as you're not in business to do any type of as long as okay? We're in business to make money, period. If you're not in business to make money, you're not in business. I don't know what you're doing, but that's not I don't know what you're running. Run something else. So I got to know. So let's say I do an online course, and how much is your membership, Tony? How much is it per month? So give me what the number is so I can run with it. Okay, so give me what the number is, how much her membership site costs per month. Because when you do membership, retainment is huge. Oh man, that's gonna be your thing. The thing is, how many people can I retain on an every month basis? So give me the number that they have to pay per month, okay, to join your intimate group, okay, which is where they're gonna learn how to build awesome online courses. So give me what that number is. Hit me with it. Okay, now hopefully while I'm teaching this, hopefully those who are watching, you're planning what you're doing in July. Okay, nice and well. And then what is not the intro price? So what's the true price? 97 intro, what's the true price? Okay, tell me what it goes up to. Tell me what it goes up to. Wrong way, because Tony gonna hit us with this next number. Cause see, once you get this intro price, you don't get the intro price no more. Okay, because you're gonna get hit with another price. So I want to know what the investment is if I miss out. Come on, Tony. 147. Okay. Come on, Tony. I'm joking. Okay, great. So 97, okay, 97 intro, 147, ongoing. Okay, so let's just round this up. If I'm going to have, she could easily bring in an additional $10,000 with this if she just has a simple 100, yeah, right? Am I thinking right? Yeah, I'm thinking right, right? 100, yeah. So 100 times 97 is going to be 9,700, right? Okay. That's if she has 100. If we do half, okay, 50, it's 4,850. That's why you got to know your numbers, okay? If we do 25, it's 24.25. That's 25. And of course, if she does 10, that's 970. Okay. So what's the first thing we do? We got to pick a number that we have to pick a goal. I always tell people, you start with the goal that you believe that will stretch you enough, but something that you can also hit. Do not depress yourself when you pick goals that are out of the norm. It's like some of you guys are depressed because of the fact that you watched some online course that told you, or webinar on how, you can make, $1 million, how someone made $1 million in 6 months. So now you've been in business for 6 months, haven't made $1 million, and now you're depressed. Well, you haven't made 1,000 first, right? So what I believe is we start with the goals that we can hit, and then we move up. So what Tony's going to do, she's going to pick a number that she can hit. Is her goal 10? Is it 25, 50, 15, whatever, right? And you need to know what that number is, because that's going to be your conversion goal, right, for the whole month, right, for the whole month. So and this is important, this is why you never, ever, let me just tell you as a business owner, you never, ever go into a month without a goal. If you're doing that, you're not running your business. You know what you're running? You're running a side hustle hobby with no focus. And if I offend you, it's only because I need to wake you up to run your business. You need to run your business. Running your business means providing a focus for it so that it does what you need it to do. Now, will it mean that every month you're going to be perfect? No, but I need to know how much I'm going to make minimum through this business if I'm going to put all my sweat, tears, and whatever into it. So if I know that my minimum, okay, is 25 people at 24.25, but wait, we got to take a step back because before we even pick the people, we have to know how many people we're currently working with. Right? This is why you got to know how many people you currently have in your tribe. You know, if you're starting a business and you have no clientele right now, it's going to be kind of hard to tell yourself that you're going to bring in 100 people. So this is why you need to look at your tribe. This is why also, too, before you launch the product, okay, you need to have some people that have already noted it as a need. Whether it is products, services, whatever it may be that you sell, you never sell something without having interest for it. Okay? I promise you, it's not the way to go. So what you need to do is if Tony knows that people are wanting this membership, they want to work with her in an intimate way, in a group setting, you know, or whatever it may be, whatever her membership site is set up, whatever way it's set up, right? She has to know that, okay, from my 100 total tribe members, if she does a 25% conversion, that's 25 people, right? So you got to know out of your total tribe, which are going to be people you have, either as previous clients, your email list, that's why you need an email list, right? What's going to be my conversion number, okay? And you want to have a goal conversion number. You do, okay? So if I have 100 people on my email list, okay, and I'm going to convert, remember, 25%, that's going to be 25 people. Okay, and so my goal may be for the month of July as a profit focus is to convert 25% of my tribe audience to 25 people, which means that my monetary goal for this membership is $2,425. Y'all got that? See, if you're not talking numbers to me, you're not talking business. Okay? I need to hear some numbers. I don't want to hear, well, you know, Gigi, I got this idea, and I'm going to do this. You know, eventually I'm going to do this, and then down the road I'm going to do that. And then once I do that, I'm doing this. And then once I get this done, I'm doing that. It's like until I hear, and until I see, okay, you're not doing nothing. Right? You're just talking. Until I see an execution plan, which we're finishing up, you cannot tell me that you're going to do anything because there's no plan. It needs to be detailed. Okay, this is what a profit plan is. A profit plan is me breaking down by the month what my focus is, what my numbers should be, what my conversion should be, right? Why? So that when I know that I'm slipping, I know how. So now that we know from her, okay, we know what our sales pitches is 97 introductory price. It will go to 147 if they miss the intro. Now right there, that is a benefit for the fact that they're going to save $50. They're going to get $50 off if they save by enrolling now. Now, this is why we break down the month. So now we're going to go over here and we're going to move on into what we're going to focus on for each week. So week 1, we have the announcement. We're going to have the benefits, okay? We got to begin to pitch why people need what it is that we're selling. And, you know, if you do meal prep, okay, great, you meal prep, okay, but you need to sell for me the benefits. And you have to sell consistently. Just promoting once or twice is not going to convert, okay? So first is the announcement. The second week, let's go now deeper. So the first week, you get their feet wet. The second week, we're going to go deeper into the focus, right? So now we're going to go into, I'm just going to make some stuff up for Tony. Now, Tony, I'm not saying you have to do this. Just make some stuff up, okay? We're going to call this Profit Week. And during Profit Week with Tony, she's going to show you just how much you can bring in through selling your knowledge. First week, she tell you the benefits of what this membership site is going to do. But now we're going to talk about what it's going to do for you. First week, we're getting your feet wet. But the second week, we're going to talk about what you're going to make back, right? When you talk about products or services, especially when they're at this kind of price point, you're talking about knowledge base, people want to know how are they going to make their investment back. Okay, it may be very inexpensive, but people still want to know, okay, because you got to change it from expense to investment, okay? They're investing. This is, when you talk about online course creation, you're teaching them how to make a product they're going to go out there and sell. The least I can get is $97. The least I can get is $97 a month just to teach you how to make even more money, right? But we're not going to say that. What you're going to say, now I would probably say that, but what you're going to talk about is Profit Week. How this one, I'm going to show you how you make profit in your business, okay? Then maybe next week we're going to talk about Passion Week, okay? Because if I'm doing online courses, I'm going to be passionate about teaching. Right, so I showed you how you're going to make the money, because that's what everybody wants, the money, everybody. But you know, you could put the money last. I would actually put the money the week too, because people first want to know how they make the money, how they're going to make their money back. Oh my gosh. Second, we're talking about passion. Now, if you love to teach, online courses is a passive way to teach the people in masses, right? So passion, you call it passive passion week. I'm just making stuff up. So Profit Week, Passive Passion Week, how you can monetize your passion for teaching, right? And then week four, right? Week 4 is Scale Week. I'm just making stuff up, okay? Scale, you know what? Scale and sale. That's what we're going to call it. Scale and sale. Scale and sale. So week 4, right, you're going to also talk about on how online courses is the beginning of a whole entire world of business for them, right? Because you're not just teaching them how to do one course. You're teaching them on how to build a business around packaging their knowledge as passive income products, right? So all of these weeks, right, you're giving me a main focus, then you're breaking it up and feeding it to me in bite-sized pieces, right? But guess what? Every single week you have a pitch. What's your pitch? We got a $97 intro price for you to join this membership. And of course, every week you're highlighting the benefits, how much money it's going to save them, what they're going to be able to do during these, being a part of this membership group, right? But what does this do? This now begins to craft for me my content calendar. So some of you guys already have a content calendar, but you never had a profit calendar. So you were just posting random piece of content, but you never had focusing. You were just kind of pulling products out the sky. Right, you can't do that. The profit calendar establishes a content calendar. Until I know what I'm to sell, I do not know what I'm going to post. Okay, because posting is, remember, as I always say, don't be a broke encourager. As I always say, you're not supposed to be a broke encourager. Y'all know who broke encouragers are. These are the people who, they basically produce books through their quotes. You know, it's just like they post every day, all day encouragement, but they never sell anything. And then they get mad that their businesses aren't scaling, because you can't be a broke encourager. Please do not. Don't be a broke poster where you post all day, but you never convert into sales. So this is why we're building a profit calendar first with a content calendar second, okay? So now that we know what we're going to focus on, now that we know what our pitch is, now we're going to put in our profit touch points. Yeah, okay. Anyway, let's go to our profit touch points, okay? So we know what our numbers, let me write our number at the top. We're going to do the 25 people one, which is 2,425. Now, again, it's not like this is the only thing that Tony is offering. I'm sure Tony offers more things, right? But we're providing a focus, okay? You can still promote all of your other products, but make sure that you have a focus. You got to give people are not focused, y'all. You got to provide people a focus, okay? So now let's do our profit touch points. How am I going to convert? Oops, I can feel the board moving. How am I going to convert, okay, my profit calendar, okay, into profit? Good question, right? So now that we know what the weeks are as far as her focus for selling, see, all of these, this isn't what you may think, this is what she's going to push as far as content. No, this is what we're going to provide as a focus for her sales. This is all about sales. Profit is about sales, okay? So this is going to be her sales focus as she talks to people every week. She's on the phone with her clients, potentials, email marketing, everything. Now let's build out our touch points. And these are our touch points for conversion. Now you should know what you want your conversion rate to be. We don't pick a number out the sky. We look at what our previous conversion rates have been. We look at, and again, conversion rates are going to be based upon your tribe. And your tribe is not social media. Your tribe is your actual dedicated database that you have of current and potential leads. or current potential customers. For me, it's my email list. My email list is my database, okay? It has my previous clients. It has my previous customers. It has my potential ones, which are people who join the email list but haven't bought anything yet, right? But that's who I base my numbers off of, because that's actually my database. Is where everyone comes into. So that's where I look at my tribe. And out of that many people, I have to know what my conversion rate will be this month for a particular focus, right? So you have to know, I think we decided to do 25% for her. You know, that's out of 100 people. And again, she may have more, but I'm just using it as an example. So out of 100 people, 25% conversion rate is 25 people, and 25 people would equal $2,425. That would be a recurring, because this is a membership site. So she will be adding an additional $2,425 if all she needed was 25 customers, and if she did that times 12, she will be adding an additional $29,100 to her business. And that's just membership. Hey, shandala. I love business. I love it. Okay. So that is an additional $29,100, or an additional, if you broke it down monthly, $2,425 per month. And that is just with 25 people. Now, if she scaled it eventually, just kind of give you an idea of why you need to focus, why people need to have focus. Because if she scaled this, okay, to 50 people, and again, remember, 97 is just her introductory, 147. So let's say she added an additional 50 people at $147, that'd be $7,050. That would be $7,350 every month additionally. Now, this does not count her already service. This is just her with the membership. That's it. This is just one service, right? So that times 12 is an additional 88,000. Whoo, my God. I just love these numbers. 88,200. That's it. And see, the thing about online courses is that she can teach anybody anywhere from any part of the world. That's why some of you guys need to focus on your business. You can give yourself focus. So now let's do our touch points. Okay. Now, whenever you are going to sell a product or a service, you must first reach out to your database. Okay. Your database is going to be your database of customers. For me, it's my email list. Okay. You should have a database of some sort that has people gathered. You do not have time every day to be on social media to regather people, okay? So this is why you need a database. People don't want to have a database because they don't want to focus and they don't want to provide a focus. You need to have a database. It needs to be either your CRM system that has all these people together where you can send out information on upcoming products and services and offers. For me, though, mine is my CRM that's connected to my email list. My email marketing is done through MailerLite. That's who I do my email marketing through. You can use whatever company you feel like is best for you and whatever it is that you offer for your business. But you need an email list. It can be an email list. It can be a text list. If you do text messaging, it can be a text list. But you need a database. So the first touch point will be to your database. And your database should be getting a minimum of 2 touch points a week. That means that they should be getting, okay, a message either through email or text, okay, alerting them about the service. Here's what people say: well, I don't want to annoy people, I don't want to, I don't want to impose or anything. And this is the question I have in reference to that whole thinking and mindset. Are you running a business? That's the first question is, are you running, that's just the first question I have. Are you running a business? Does Target come in your inbox and say, we're sorry to impose. We just want to send you this email in regards to our new Vineyard Vines collection that we dropped that technically didn't have really much of anything, even though they went hard in marketing. But anyway, does Target say, oh, we're sorry to impose, but we just want to tell you about our upcoming sales? Does Sephora, when they come into my inbox every week, say, oh, we don't want to be annoying, but we just want to tell you about our upcoming makeup deals that we have and perfume deals? People are not saying sorry for selling, because selling is what businesses do. Okay, so if you're like, I just don't want to annoy anybody. I just don't want. Okay, so guess what your bank account is going to say back to you? I'm sorry to impose. I'm not sure. Do you know? Should I put money in here? Should I? I'm sorry. I didn't really want. Would you like your bank account to send it to you? I'm sorry, but is this a good time to put money inside? Is this a good time to transfer some funds into your account? Are you sure? You're sure? So guess what? The way that you operate is the way that you collect. Right? So if you don't want to impose on people, don't worry. Your bank account will say the same thing. But we don't want that to happen, okay? We want to create open channels. So this is why 2 times a week minimum. Split up the days, so, kind of give some days apart. So if you do Sunday, I believe you should do Mondays and Thursdays. I think Mondays and Thursdays are great. Thursdays, people already plan every week what they're going to do with their money. So Monday is good because it's back from the weekend, and then Thursday is good because it's usually right before people are doing stuff on the weekends. But remember, people spend money every day, right? Do I recommend sending an email every day? No, not until you've built up a sincere and crazy brand loyalty, which for most businesses they do not have. So I believe 2 times a week is a good place to be, 2 to 3 times a week. So you could do Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I think are good. If you do 3 times a week, okay? But again, eventually you'll see through your data in your email marketing what your tribe is responding to, because every tribe is different, depends upon your demographic. So you will eventually begin to build out the right times to send, the right days, but try to space them out. So the first touch point is going to be to your database, okay? Your email list, your text list, whoever you have. Then we're going to go to social. Now it depends upon your business, because not every business needs social media to exist, to make money. I know it's shocking, but it is true. There are many businesses, they don't have social, make tons of money. So it just depends. But social for me is my next place, okay? Now the thing about social is that social is for exposure, okay, and awareness, okay? It's letting people know what I'm selling and then keeping them in the awareness that I'm selling it. The goal of social media is not to get likes. The goal of social media is not to be popular. The goal of social media is to be paid. Social is nothing but a channel. It's not your end-all be-all. It is a channel to bring people through what? To convert, right? We're converting everyone. So what we want to do is we want to use social to be consistent in making people continuously aware about what we're selling and what we're promoting. That is it, okay? That is it. So if you're bent out of shape because no one liked your post, guess what? Today I posted, today I posted a post. Let's see, it probably got a little, whenever I post my business, it always ranges. But I posted today about how I was doing one-on-ones, okay? And compared to some of my other posts where I'm in like the 100s and 200s and 300s and 400s, well, the one that I did that was my one-on-one. I did use hashtags, but I only got 42 likes. But guess how much money I made though today? I'm gonna give you a hint. It's 42 times 197, whatever that equals, times 2 again. So I only got 42 likes. I only posted it. I did post it only once. Yet I'm going to keep on promoting, right? But guess what? Even when I looked at my interactions, people were saving it. They were saving the posts. They were sending the posts. They were sending the post to me to DM and to inquire, right? Now, how many comments? None. Am I worried? No. Because guess who got paid? Moi. Being in business is not about your personal low self-esteem, you getting comments, you getting a whole hundreds of likes. The question is, are you converting? Are people seeing it? Are they aware? What are they doing about it? Okay? So my focus is not likes. My focus is going to be what? Conversion. Now, I'm all about engagement, though. I believe you should be engaged. I believe you should be plugged in. I think that, you want to try to give comments. But for me, I've learned what are my engagement posts and then what are my sales posts, right? So I have posts that are for engagement. I ask questions, I'm giving tips and strategies. That's usually when I get a whole bunch of comments, okay? When I post pictures of how good I look, when I'm all by my face is beat, I be looking like a yummy snack, okay, for these seasoned daddies, okay? Guess what? My engagement's through the roof, When I'm selling though, right, I'm not expecting to have thousands of comments or hundreds of comments or even 10 comments on that. Because guess what? The purpose is not for what? Comments. The purpose is, this is for sale. This is where you find it. Okay, so focus on the fact that you need to build up conversion. Okay, you want to learn how to convert small. You cannot convert big if you have not converted small. So if you only have 20 followers, you need to max out your conversion rate with those 20 people. If you have only 100 people following you, you max out those 100 followers. But do not talk about how you need more followers to have more sales. That's not true, because if you cannot convert with what you have. Most people I have found who tell me that, well, I just need more followers. I feel like I would convert more if I had more followers. The first question I ask, well, are you even consistent with the 100 followers you have? Ring a ring ring, ding ding ding. Are you consistent with the 100 you got now? Because I promise you, getting 10,000 won't matter, because you're probably gonna do the same thing. And even you may start out all excited. Oh my God, I got all these followers. I'm gonna start being consistent. But guess what? You're gonna drop off because it was not habitual. Consistency must be habitual as a touch point. Touch points must be consistent. Let me put this here. Consistent. I just definitely misspelled that. Consistent. These are touch points that are consistent. So database, social media. What comes next? One-on-one client reach out. Okay? Don't just wait for money to come to you. You go get it. Okay? If you have clients who previously stated that it would be something they were interested in, and if this is why I save notes on all my clients, just so that I know down the future if there's a particular service that they would be interested in. I had a person reach out to me and say, hey, I would love to join another mastermind if you ever have one. Guess what's by their name? Mastermind. Okay, so that in the event when I do another one, guess what? I'm going to call them. When I did my I opened up recently my Secure Summit registration to those who had come to me personally through email, social media. They had inboxed me and said, I would like to have one of the seats for the business intensive. So what I did was, I haven't even reached out to my database yet. I first sent out to my one-on-ones. And I sent them individual emails. I had my team send out individual emails that was sent just to them, okay, for them to receive the VIP and the business seats first, because they had noted interest. And so why am I doing that? Because with these one-on-ones, these are people who I will most likely have a higher conversion rate, because they have already noted a unique interest in the product or service, right? That's why a week before, or even, you could even do more than 2 weeks before you go into a new theme that may be around a new product, begin to whet the people's appetites. Because if you have people who are telling you that it's something that they're interested in, you want to get their information immediately. You never wait. Some of you guys love to announce stuff, right? So, I love to announce stuff too, but when I announce stuff, if there's something that I know someone's interested in, I will inbox them and say, hey, let me get your email address. Okay, why? I want to add them to my one-on-one client list, so that when I launch a particular product, I'm going to have somebody who's not a cold lead. They're a warm lead. They already know who I am. They know what I'm selling, and they have an interest. Got that? So that's why the next touch point is reaching out to your one-on-one clients, people who've already known the interest. Now, the last list is strangers. People you don't know, okay? Now, a lot of this is done through this one, or new faces. This can be done through Facebook ads, or really just social media ads. This can be done through collaborations. If you know that you're launching a new product or a feature, reach out to your professional contacts on LinkedIn, social media, and, go on almost a product promotion tour. People do it all the time when they have new books, new courses. There was an individual, a guy who I know, he does online membership training. I believe his name is Stu McLaren or something along that lines. And what he was doing was, he was doing like a joint online live stream, where he was using one of his previous clients to talk about how they use their membership building to transform their business, right? So he was doing some things to create touch points for people who may not have ever been aware of him, or were a part of the other woman's tribe, to come learn about this particular product or service that he was promoting. So you can also do collaborations with people, bring people onto your platform, come onto theirs, go onto podcasts, promote what it is that you're focusing on for that month or for that season. Y'all got that? So your touch points are your database, email list or text, social list. Remember that your database will usually be in some kind of CRM system. Okay. Some people, they have their email list as their CRM, which I don't think is a full CRM, but yeah, you don't need a CRM, which I'm going to carry your email list. Next one, so 1, 2, 3. Next one is social list, your social media list. That should also include LinkedIn. Especially if you're in a service-based industry, always include LinkedIn, okay? The third one's going to be one-on-one. These are more intimate clients that you're going to deal with. Reaching out to them, okay? This is why, too, I always talk about feelers. I'm going to add this on the side. This is not a consistent touch point, but it's something that I do a lot. I call these feelers. I think a lot of people who've been watching me, you kind of already know what I'm talking about. Feelers are those things that where you ask a question and you ask if anyone would be interested in it. And then if someone you say, comment below with a GIF or comment below, say me or whatever, then you'll go to each of those people, inbox them, and ask them for their email address. Now, people sometimes, they're not going to post their email address publicly. So you just have them comment, you go into their inbox, you get their information. So I may ask a question that says, hey, how many of you would love to learn how to make money, how to make passive income, every month, teaching people what you already know? Me. Okay, great. Go into each inbox, already have a script written. So when we do feelers, we're going to have a script written, okay? And we're going to send them that script that will ask for their email address. Okay, you're going to collect those people's email addresses and then do what? Pop them into the email list. Now, you can create a segmented list, which is a separate list that's just for online course creation, social media interests. So these are all the people from social media who said me, okay? And that way you can pitch to them, okay, to do what? To convert them into that goal of 25 people. Because remember, when it comes to products, 100 people may see it, but it does not mean that all 100 people will buy it. So we have to expect what? A conversion percentage. I'm just because, I have 21,000 followers on Instagram, okay? But not everyone's going to see it. I believe the number was on Instagram is 1 to 10% usually are actually engaged with you on a consistent basis. It's not 100%. It's usually between 1 to 10% of all your followers, right? So you got to remember, that's why you got to be consistent, because someone may not have seen your post for 3 days due to the algorithm. You only posted it once, and you think everybody's supposed to know about what you're selling. Let me tell you something. Consistency is in the game. Okay, so we have a strategy, right? You guys got the strategy, right? Okay, so we're going to do what? Pick our focus, our topic. We're then going to figure out, too, from our topic, how much we need to hit as far as our money goal, how many clients that will equal. We did 25% out of a total tribe of 100, which would equal 25 clients. Again, puts it at a 25% conversion with doing 2,425 in gross sales. That is before transaction fees, all of that. Remember that if you're doing online sales and you have transaction fees, always make sure that your pricing has a 5% markup. You guys know that's a strategy I teach. So that way you're not being eaten up by those 2.9% plus whatever those processing fees or transaction fees are. Okay, so we always make sure that means that my $97 should have included a 5% markup, because I'm not going to be getting $97 back. Got to get $97 minus 2.9% plus 30 cents, or whatever it is, whether Square, PayPal, Stripe, whatever it is. Those transaction fees are going to eat up those online sales. So make sure that you have built into your price point a markup so that transaction fees don't eat you up. People say, oh my God, the transaction fees, they're just eating us up. They should never eat you up. You should what? Prepare, plan, okay? Now, do I have any questions in reference to what we have covered? Any questions? Because we're almost done. I think we got it. I think we got a plan, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into each week, because we're almost done. Then you're going to pull out each week, and you're going to use your touch points for each week, right? So week 1, I'm going to announce the benefits. I'm going to do what? 2 emails. I'm going to do my social media. See, this is when, once you know what you're doing, then you plug in your content calendar. That's when you plug in email marketing, social media posts, all that kind of stuff. Okay, you plug it after you know what your profit calendar is saying, because your profit calendar tells you what your content calendar should be doing. You guys got that? Okay. Now, how many of you need to execute this? Put me if it's you, because I'm going to hold you guys accountable. If you comment me, I'm going to tag you on Facebook. So make sure, if you know, you got to be serious. You can't just say you're going to do it and you're not going to do it. I hate when people do that. Oh my gosh. It's like, I'm going to execute Gigi. Okay. So, but if you're going to actually do your profit calendar, put a me in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, put a me so I can see who's going to actually do this. Okay? And while you're doing that, I'm going to erase this and I'm going to give you your homework. Now, what I just taught applies to any business. There is not a business I can think of unless you do government bidding and certain contracts. Even with that, you should still have a focus. But there's not one business I can think of that would not need a profit calendar of some kind. Okay, that would not need a profit calendar. Okay? So here's your homework. You guys got your homework? Okay, here's your homework. If you said me, here is your homework. I need a K on that. Okay, cool. The first thing you're going to do, now Candace, you know that this past Friday was your this past Saturday was your due date. So hopefully you have what we talked about. Hopefully you have that done. So I'm going to inquire this upcoming weekend. So I hope you already reached out to your printers in reference to your T-shirt, your apparel company. Shoot. Hopefully that's done. Because remember, we have an event. You said you have an event coming up. Okay, cool. Okay, good. Okay, so here is your homework. To break this down. Okay, the first thing that you're going to do is you need to develop, again, what's the first thing we did? We figure out what is our focus. Our topic, you know, if you're in fashion or apparel, collection, you know, it could be a collection, it could be, a campaign, okay? But what is your focus? In a nutshell, what's your focus, okay? The next thing you're going to do is that you're going to frame the month. What does framing the month mean? I'm going to look at the upcoming month that I have. I'm going to divide it out into my weeks, okay, just like we did before. Divide it out into your weeks, okay? And then you're going to figure out what your subtopics are. So you remember what we did? We have a main focus and we break it out into our individual focuses. So you're going to frame the month. You're going to go into your weeks, okay? And then you're going to do, what's the next step? Your touch points. You need to plan your touch points. I should know dates. You need to have this stuff pre-scheduled. If you're not, listen, now you may have someone as an assistant who does this job, and once you set how much you want to make, what you want to do, their job is to execute it through your touch points, okay? So my touch points. So that means that if I'm sending 2 email marketing campaigns out for the week, what days you're sending them out on, what time are they being sent out, what is the content, how should it be designed, and it should be pre-scheduled to go out. You should not get into the month of July and say, oh my gosh, I didn't schedule, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do, oh my gosh. You're not running your business. Your business is going to drag you through the mud, baby. Can't do that. So you need to know your touch points. Once I know my touch points, then I go into this is the last point I'm going to talk about, my live energy actions. That's actually should be actions. My live energy actions. Live energy actions are the things that you cannot automate, things you got to show up for physically. So that would equal live stream. If you do online promotion, live stream, right? What else would that mean? Actually emailing and reaching out. Remember, one of our touch points was one-on-one individuals, right? Well, that's a live energy action because it's something that you physically, you got to reach out to those individuals. You know, if we do the feelers, that's a live energy action, right? Where you may say, how many of you would love to do meal prep for the month of July and you live in Philadelphia? How many of you would be interested? And you just comment below and say me, or comment below and put a fire, whatever you want them to do. And let's say you get like 30 people, let's say you get 5 people who say, yeah, I would love to. Guess what? That's a live energy action because you have to have them, you have to go into their inbox, you have to send them the script, you have to They'll respond back with their email. Gotta add them to the list. But guess what? You're running a business. You know, if you're trying to make this, I want this to be as easy as possible. I don't want to lift a finger. You should not be in business then. Because business, woo-wee, you're going to have to lift every finger, including your toenails. Business is